Hello and welcome to the United Way of Tri-County's 2020 Annual Shining Stars Volunteer Awards Ceremony. My name is Paul Miner. I'm the President and CEO of United Way of Tri-County, and this is my 31st year with United Way, and I just want you to know that I'm as proud to be in this position today as I was back in 1989. So welcome and thanks for being with us today. Because of COVID-19 and the concerns that we have about transmitting the disease, we're doing this awards ceremony as a virtual event. So I hope that you'll bear with us, as this is our first time using Facebook to honor our volunteers. The first area that we're going to honor today is the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe, which is our flagship food security facility located here in Framingham, Massachusetts. It is the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe, and that includes a hot meal program every night, 7 days a week, and our food pantry, which is open Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays for folks to come and get food as if they were going to the grocery store. Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe has been in existence for 8 years now, and it's growing by leaps and bounds. It's now the fourth largest food security program in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So in 8 years, that's quite a growth pattern. We're so thankful for the folks, the volunteers, the ones who are really the backbone, the strength, the energy behind the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe, for all of their support. And today we're going to be honoring some of those people. The Greater Boston Food Bank is the primary source of our food. They're the ones that make it possible for us to feed the thousands and thousands of individuals and the hundreds of families that have come to depend on the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe. We have a cross-dock in conjunction with the Greater Boston Food Bank that allows for us to get the deliveries for the entire Metro West 495 corridor region and to distribute that food to all the smaller pantries who service this region without having them have to go into Boston, which is a very costly, time-consuming, and arduous trip for most of them, given that they're mostly volunteer-driven and mostly with folks volunteering who are over the age of 65. So by allowing them to come to our easy-to-access food security hub here in Framingham, it takes the pressure off, and it's really a wonderful service that we're able to provide with our partners, the Greater Boston Food Bank, for all the other food security programs in the region. It's now my pleasure to introduce our dedicated director of the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe, Joe Miner, who will present awards to two volunteers who go over and above the call of duty in their service every day. Joe?
Thank you, Paul. I'd like to introduce the first awardee for the 2020 Live United Award for the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe, Jeff Cosgrove. Jeff has been volunteering with us for 3 to 4 years off and on, originally starting for the Framingham Auxiliary, helping us out in the dishes down in the cafe, and we never let him go because we love Jeff. He's one of the main members of our core group right now. He's stayed with us for the COVID-19 crisis, and he's a vital member of our volunteer staff. Jeff, I'd like to present you with this award for the 2020 Live United for all your help with the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe.
Thank you very much, Joe. I very much appreciate the award, and I appreciate all the hard work you do and everything the United Way does. I've been a member of the Framingham Auxiliary Police for 18 years. Our mission is to protect and serve. There's many ways you can do that, and during this COVID crisis, I thought it was important to get involved, to give back to the community, and the work that Joe does here every day. Hundreds of people line up, they get food. You're helping people who want to do the right thing to get through this tough time. And I am honored that I can work with such a squared away organization that you run here. And thank you very much for this award. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you. Our second awardee for the 2020 Live United Award is Shannon Brennick. Shannon came to us in a time of crisis in March when the COVID-19 crisis first started off. We were hurting very badly for volunteers helping us out and meet the need in the community. Shannon and other volunteers joined our team on the food security staff to help address all the food insecurity in the area and make sure that need was met. Shannon volunteered with us for 136 hours, and whatever we needed, rose to the occasion, was able to make herself available to help us out. This is why it's my pleasure to award Shannon Brennick with the 2020 Live United Award. Shannon, it's my pleasure to award you with the 2020 Live United Award for the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe. We love you. You're a team member. We hope you'll come back again and again and again. You're a core member, and you're one of our big advocates in the community.
Thank you. I wanted to say thank you. Being part of this organization is just phenomenal. Just helping everybody every day. It's just a great feeling, and I'm grateful to be a part of the team. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe, and congratulations to Shannon and Jeff for your hard work and dedication to the individuals and families that we serve at the Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe. I also want to take this opportunity to thank all of the other volunteers, and there are hundreds of them, who volunteer at Pearl Street every day for their service to our community as well. You didn't get the awards this year, but you're all very dedicated and you're all deserving of our praise. Thanks again, and great job, Joe and the whole team. Next up, I'd like to tell you about two remarkable programs of the United Way of Tri-County, Mass 211 and Call to Talk. Mass 211 is a partnership with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and 17 local United Ways, who all put money together every year to fund this outstanding program. Mass 211 is a 24/7, 365 information and referral hotline that people can call free of charge anytime, any day, and we answer the phone in 140 languages. That's a huge, huge asset when people are calling and they're in need of assistance. 211 is also activated during emergencies through our contract with MEMA, the Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency. During the COVID-19 epidemic so far, we have been able to answer 87,000, that's 87,000 COVID-19 calls over and above the normal call volume that we take. Call to Talk, a newer part of our program, is now part of the statewide Mass 211 platform. It's also free and confidential, and it's emotional support, mental health, and suicide prevention hotline. Last year, we took over 68,000 calls. And during the COVID-19 experience, we have found that more and more people are talking to our call takers on the Call to Talk side because they're so stressed, they have a lot of anxiety, and they really don't know what's going to happen in the future. Everybody's a little bit uncertain. So we've had a lot of calls that deal with mental stress and anxiety. Unfortunately, the call volume continues to increase on the Call to Talk side as well. Call to Talk also offers an outgoing program called Telecheck. Telecheck is where, in conjunction with advocates, we make phone calls, they're like wellness checks, to various senior citizens who are shut-ins to make sure that they're all right and that they're healthy and safe. I would like to now introduce to you Eileen Davis, who is our Vice President of Mass 211 and the director and driving force behind Call to Talk. Eileen?
Hello and welcome to the 2020 Live United Awards. I'm so excited to present our Live United Awards for Call to Talk and Mass 211. Thank you, Paul, for helping us make this possible. Today's first recipient for Call to Talk and Mass 211 is Catherine. Catherine is receiving the award today because of her wonderful way in that she supports all of the callers, both on the Mass 211 and Call to Talk line. We appreciate Catherine being there during late night hours and late night shifts, taking calls from folks who are really in desperate need. She's also been an active participant in our annual 5K, as well as helped out on the COVID-19 line for Mass 211. Thank you so much, Catherine, for all you do for us and for all of the callers. We're so lucky to have you. So we take great pride and are very excited to present Catherine Bonilla with the 2020 Live United Award from Call to Talk and Mass 211. Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you.
Our next recipient is Deb. We are so fortunate to have Deb as part of the Call to Talk Mass 211 team. In her last 2.5 years since she's been with us, she's been an active member of our roster as a shift supervisor as well as a training team facilitator. She's actually helped support and mentor numerous volunteers on the line and off as they begin their journey with us, as well as senior volunteers who have been with us for a long time. She's also fielded many calls on the COVID-19 line as well, joining Catherine in supporting the Mass 211 team as they fielded thousands and thousands of COVID-19 calls on the 211 side of the house. We are so fortunate to have Deb as a 2020 Live United recipient this year. So now it is my honor to present the 2020 Live United Award to Deb Grotto. Thank you so much, Deb.
Thank you so much. This means a lot to me, and I just love volunteering with the Call to Talk. So thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eileen, and congratulations, Deb and Catherine, for the unbelievably difficult work you do in service to others every single day. And thank you to all of our Mass 211 and Call to Talk volunteers. You guys are always heroes in our minds. Next up is our Marlboro Community Cupboard Food Pantry. Volunteers at our Marlboro Community Cupboard, like all of our food programs, provide support to individuals and families who find themselves experiencing economic and personal challenges. Clients of MCC receive enough groceries during their monthly visits to feed their families for several weeks. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, additional volunteers have answered the call to assist with grocery delivery to families who are shut-ins. The Marlboro Community Cupboard, in partnership with the South Middlesex Opportunity Council, better known as SMOC, provide human service case management to the people of Greater Marlboro. This is done in conjunction with the Office of the Mayor of the City of Marlboro, Arthur Vigent. For about 25 years now, the Marlboro Community Cupboard volunteers have been supporting the community, and we are so grateful for their tremendous help. We certainly could not do it without them. Now it's my privilege to introduce our amazing manager at the Marlboro Community Cupboard, who is also the Director of Volunteerism for our organization, Barbara LaGrenade. Barbara?
Thank you, Paul, and thank you to all the viewers. Today, I would like to present the Live United Award to Lisa Booth, who has been with the Marlboro Community Cupboard since 2016. Upon her arrival, she has been working our open marketplace for distribution of fresh produce every Wednesday evening. She is a symbol of service to the community. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, I'd like to present you with the Live United Award for your volunteerism at the Marlboro Community Cupboard. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to present Becky Cosby with a Live United Award. She has been with the Marlboro Community Cupboard for over a year. Her leadership and her good cheer are always an inspiration to all. Thank you, Becky. Becky, I would like to present you with the Live United Award and thank you for your volunteerism at the Marlboro Community Cupboard.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you so much, Barbara, and congratulations to Lisa and Becky for all your kindness, generosity, and hard work on behalf of the community. And thank you to all the Marlboro Community Cupboard volunteers. We appreciate what you do every day. You're all heroes. The next and final program I'd like to tell you about today serves the Greater Clinton community area. Berlin, Bolton, Clinton, Lancaster, and Sterling are all serviced by Wheat Community Connections. Volunteers at Wheat Community Connections have been serving the local community for over 34 years through the food pantry, the hot meals program, and our thrift store, fondly known as Hidden Treasures. Individual volunteers, faith-based groups, local businesses, and major corporations volunteer every day to keep the program up and running for those in our community. Volunteers at the pantry pick up food, load and unload trucks, sort and bag groceries, stock shelves, and assist clients with their needs at the pantry. Cafe volunteers prepare delicious home-cooked meals, serve clients, and deliver food in the communities we serve to those who are unable to come and get the food themselves. Due to COVID-19, Wheat has also added delivery to hundreds of seniors in the Greater Clinton community. They are now receiving home-cooked meals 5 nights a week since the pandemic outbreak, and volunteers have made this possible. Without them, none of those deliveries could ever happen. I would now like to introduce to you the North County Regional Director at Wheat, Jody Bridell, who will present the awards to our recipients. Jody?
Thank you, Paul, and thank you very much for being here. I'd like to have our next awardee come up, Carol Udall, who is our office volunteer, and anything else that we ask her to do type volunteer person. Carol has been with us for over 3 years. She's fantastic in automating our database for all of our programs and our volunteer management system, and she has been instrumental in making sure that the data that we have on hand is accurate and readily available for our donors and anyone else looking for information about our programs and volunteers. Carol, I'd like to present you with the 2020 Shining Star Live United Award. Thank you.
Thank you, Jody. I appreciate this. I really enjoy coming here and helping you guys out.
Our next award recipient is Mary Millard. Mary has been with us since January of this year and has been fantastic working in our Hidden Treasures thrift store. All of the customers love Mary Ann. She's bright and bubbly and always the first to greet people and help them with anything they need in the thrift store. Mary, I'd like to congratulate you and present you with the 2020 Shining Star Live United Award. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to work here. It's good to serve the community.
This next award is being presented to Candy Warrilla, who was not able to join us today, but Candy works in our cafe Monday evenings especially, but throughout the week as needed. She's the first to come in when we call her and the last to leave at night, and we appreciate her service to our cafe guests. Our next award is presented to Cheryl Forrest, who could not be with us here today for the award. Cheryl has been with us for 2 years. She is an instrumental part of our food pantry and runs the shift on Tuesday night to ensure that everybody who comes here gets their food. She's been dedicated and extremely responsible in this position, and we're very lucky to have her.
Thanks, Jody, and congratulations to Cheryl, Candy, Mary, and Carol for all of their hard work in service of those most in need in our community. And now I'd like to introduce our good friend from Channel 5 WCVB TV, Doug Meehan, who has a little message to give to our volunteers. Doug?
Hi, I'm Doug Meehan from WCVB. I want to say thank you to all of the volunteers who so generously give of their time and energy to help their community through their work at the United Way of Tri-County, Pearl Street Cupboard and Cafe, Mass 211, Call to Talk, Wheat Community Connections, Hidden Treasures, and Marlboro Community Cupboard. Congratulations to the Shining Star Recognition Award recipients for your dedication for going above and beyond expectations in your volunteerism. I've seen firsthand some of the important services provided to the community by the United Way of Tri-County, and it's because of you, the volunteers, that these services are possible. Again, thank you for what you do, and keep up the great work.
Thank you so much, Doug, for your great news reporting and support of our United Way programs and services. We appreciate all the help that you give us and all that you do in our community. Lastly, I just wanted to say that everybody that we honor today are all shining stars. And that's why we call this awards program Shining Stars Awards, because there are certain people that just stand out. People who aren't just the background of volunteers who do a great job every day, but they're really exceptional. They go over and above, beyond the call of duty. And that's what our Shining Stars Awards are all about. So in this year, when we're all cloistered together, we can't do the stuff that we normally do. We can't have our awards presentation as we normally would have. We're all socially distancing. We want to take this opportunity to be mindful of the work that so many people do to help us help those most in need. So thank you for that. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for your volunteerism. And hopefully next year, we'll be able to do this in person someplace nice and have a nice meal. Thank you.